What is going on, everybody? What is up? Episode 103 of the In the Round podcast. It's your boy, Matt Burrill. We got Sweet Boy behind the camera. And today we've got a real treat. We've been doing a lot of these two guest episodes, and I'm really starting to like it because it just adds to the conversation. It's a fucking blast. And today we were joined by Skeez and Eric Van Houten. Eric Van Houten, a friend of the family for a long time. He's played the Writers Round a bunch, and a dude that's been in town forever, doing the country music thing, originally from Western New York, but a longtime brother. And then a new friend of ours, Skeez. You may have seen him on the road with Mike, formerly known as Mike Stud, out on the road doing the music thing, and he is just a incredible human being, just an absolute legend. So to have the two of them together, it was a real blast. So real treat for you guys on today's episode. Got to tell you all about our sponsors. And talk about this episode, talk about sports, talk about new music, how those guys met, really anything and everything. It went all across the board. It was really, really fun. One of the more fun episodes that I've done in a long time, just because I had no idea where it was going to go. But anyway, on to our sponsors. Shout out to Whale Tail Media, Wales Tony, our boy with Whale Tail Media. If you're getting hitched, you're doing music things here in town, you got a business, you're looking for help with any of that kind of marketing, visual stuff, hit up our boy Wales and his crew at Whale Tail Media, whaletail.com. Next, we got our friends at Saxman Studios, Grady and the boys out there in Mount Juliet. Quality music for a very good quality price. If you're an artist in town, you work with artists, and you're looking for a spot to record, hit up our friends at Saxman Studios. Tell them In the Round sent you. And last but certainly not least, our boy Mitch Wallis from TDMA, the digital marketing agency. Mitch Wallis, he works his ass off. Great guy, has tons of knowledge, him and his team, with TikTok, Instagram, brand building. He's worked with all kinds of acts here in town, big, small, all across the board. Hit up our boy Mitch Wallis. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into it. This is episode 103 with my homies Skeez and Eric Van Houten. This is the In the Round podcast. Well, fellas, it's a Tuesday at noon. We got some Fireball. We got some tequila. We're getting after it, having ourselves a good time. Yeah. Boys, how we doing? How was the weekend? Because I saw you all on Friday night when it started.
Yeah, we started Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday, yeah.
We started. I don't remember exactly what we were doing.
What's the move on a Thursday night? Where are you guys going?
We don't really have a plan ever. We just kind of go with it.
What'd we do?
I'm going to assume Tin Roof.
That's a good assumption. Bro, that's crazy. I have no idea what we did on Thursday night. We went out, though.
Yeah, we went to Tin Roof.
Were you here? You were
yeah, he was here.
He said, yeah, what? He was here.
Yeah, you were.
Bro, I'm drawing a blank. No, he got here Friday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I was a mess.
Who's
I was a mess. I couldn't get up.
Who's our man off the mic? He's visiting town?
It's my boy David. He's our videographer for tour.
Oh,
Legend.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh, so he sees all the shit.
Yeah, no. He was out there. He was out there in the trenches with me too.
There's a lot of clips that you probably can't share for sure.
Yeah, I'm telling you. No, but it's hilarious. Yeah, I have no idea what we did Thursday, but Friday he got in, and
we went on a tidal wave Friday.
Yeah, we saw you guys at LA Jackson. That was early in the night because it was my girlfriend's birthday. So we started out the Electric Jane, and then she's like, I want a fancy cocktail. So all right, let's go LA Jackson. We took her there for the cocktail, and then hit the Mumbrian hard.
Oh, yeah. It was.
Just got after it.
Yeah. Well, LA Jackson's always funny because Skeez is wearing a toe ring and got the sandals on. He's like, I don't belong here. Yet he's got his pinky out drinking a margarita or something. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, no, dude, it's cool. And you've been in town for how long? Because I know, Eric, you've been here for years, right?
Oh, yeah, almost 10, man. That's
no shit. Fuck yeah. So how long have you been here, Skeez?
I just moved here officially on like September 5th or so, somewhere around there. So about a month. Yeah, I'm loving it, dude. I was kind of bouncing around for a while with my buddy Mike.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to be here. Put the roots down. I was in LA for 5 years, and then I kind of got over it. So it's good to get back to like a southern vibe.
Yeah, dude, because you're from Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, baby. Yeah. We love Omaha.
I've had a good fucking red.
I've done.
Welcome.
Yeah, dude. Between back in the day when I was working with the Muscadine Bloodline guys, and now working with Trey, I think I've been out to Omaha 4 or 5 times for shows and everything from the Slowdown to Barnado, which is one of the wildest places. It's next to
the dealership.
Yeah, next to the Bentley dealership.
It's like connected to the dealership.
Yeah, which is wild because it's like you're doing your sound check and you're looking over and you're like, oh shit, there's a fucking Bentley right there. Like it's wild. And then we've done what's the whiskey bar out there that your boy works at?
Oh, that's the one too. Barrel and Vine.
Barrel and Vine. Yeah, that was the last time we were out there.
Yeah,
Nebraska's fun, man. We enjoyed it.
I mean, I'd honestly walk right up to the dealership, dude, and just ask for a quick whip.
Yeah, just
put that on the rider.
Just let me get one real quick.
Just let me cruise.
Let me get one real quick.
Take the Bentley for the day, man. But what kind of inspired the move out to here, and then how did you two become boys? Like, how'd y'all get connected?
Shit, we met in passing when I was like visiting a bunch.
Yeah.
I was here a decent amount over the last year, and a lot of mutual friends, and we started getting together, and he's a good time, so we stuck together pretty quick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was a quick vibe. We I think it was just the copious amounts of alcohol that we consumed that probably brought us together.
We did catch a couple
probably
of good waves.
probably 4 or 5 day bender, and then woke up on my couch.
That's actually exactly what happened.
You woke up on my couch. I came downstairs. We
did.
smoked some weed and watched a bunch of football, and that was it. We're like, yeah, we're in it. We're down.
Yeah, we got a good thing going.
We're
going to keep this one
here.
going. I enjoy
keep
this.
it going. Yeah.
Yeah, and then for you, I mean, not being necessarily like a country artist, but having that vibe and your background and stuff. And then Eric, you're from upstate New York.
Yeah, literally.
Or do you claim upstate, central, or western?
It's Western.
You're Western New York.
Yeah,
Western New York.
Buffalo's Western New
out
York.
there on that western side out there. But
Go Bills.
Hey, I love the Bills Mafia, man. Y'all are my favorite fan base. My first job in town was working downtown at Whiskey Row. I was a door guy. I was a bouncer. So I moved from being a radio guy in New York to being a bouncer on Broadway. And so we'd see all the different football teams come in. All their fan bases would come in. And like my first 2 months were like the Eagles came in, so we had a fight with Philly fans. The Patriots fans came in, they were the worst. Then I remember the Bills Mafia came in that year. I think it was 2018, and everybody was so pleasant.
2019.
Was it 2019? Okay, so
Might have been 18. You're right.
It was somewhere in that 18, 19 range. But I remember no fights, no bullshit. People were just climbing up in trees and jumping through tables and
It's
just
insane.
drinking lots of booze and tipping you. Just nice people. Good dudes.
It's honestly like
Good folks.
they inflict harm on themselves strictly because they love a football team. I mean, that to me is crazy.
I'm not.
But it's the best.
I'm not co-signing the Bills.
Who's you're a Chiefs guy.
I like the Chiefs. I like the Panthers. I love Baker Mayfield, my guy. But I don't like the Bills. So
That's
deal
aggressive.
with that however you want.
Really?
I do like Josh Allen.
Why? What did he have against the Bills?
I don't like the fan base, man.
Oh my
God. Just too much for him.
But it's funny because like Nebraska's fan, it's like the same. Pretty much.
I was just gonna say you'd be right in the mix
It's
if you
the
went to
same
the
bit.
Bills.
It's like
if you ever
I
went to
have-
the Bills tailgate, you'd
No,
snap
I
your leg
get
off
it.
him.
I don't like it because it's a good fan base. It's like I like Nebraska. We're the good fan base.
Yeah.
I don't like the other ones.
But like the Bills have had their comeback. When is the Nebraska Renaissance coming? Because you guys have the
See,
history.
that's what I should have said. That's what I should have said at the start of this.
Because Nebraska. I mean, you can't talk about the history of college football without talking about the Sea of Red and Nebraska. Same thing with the NFL with the Bills, especially in the '90s, and now to see the Bills come back.
4 Super Bowls, absolutely.
Yeah, dude, but
tragic.
It is tragic, but like to see how the Bills have come back and see how the fans appreciate it. How far off is Nebraska? When are y'all getting there?
Bro, I drink.
So I know you and your boy Will talk about it.
I drink the Kool-Aid every year, man.
Nebraska.
Hey, it's our year. 2-0 in Spooktober. Welcome to that.
That Rutgers game was scary, man.
2-0. Doesn't matter how we won. 2-0 in Spooktober. We're back. Will Compton, Mickey Joseph. We love you.
Oh
Go
my
big fucking
God.
red.
I'm sick about this right now.
That's what I should have said though. When he asked, what should I not bring up? I should have left that one out.
Nebraska football.
Yeah,
Well, it's too late now, buddy.
We'll talk about Omaha then.
And you're
If
out here trashing the Bills Mafia. Watch out.
Hey, if you're-
Everybody out there watching,
If you're being
he loves
from,
the Buffalo Bills.
being,
He does.
being from Omaha, because we were out there, I think the week after the World Series happened out there. How big are you a big college baseball guy then, or is it just something that goes on in Omaha where you go out to the bars and get rowdy that 2-week, 3-week span?
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't care much for watching baseball. I do love baseball, but it's hard for me to get into it. It's too many games.
Yeah, it's too long of a season.
But
Yeah,
every
it's
year
tough.
that's our whole bit in Omaha, man. We got the College World Series, and that's kind of our whole thing every year.
And people just get rowdy. And
It's a really fun time, bro. It's a good time.
I've never been to that.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
awesome.
make it past when they took the
It's
tee
just a
away
lot
for
of
baseball.
drinking, and it's like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and it's like the whole.
Growing up in Buffalo, it was like hockey. My parents tried every sport with me, but once they took the tee away from baseball, I just gave it up.
It wasn't
You guys
real.
probably
I was
do-
like, yo,
you guys were probably doing
Give me a
pond
stick,
hockey
give me
and
a
shit.
stick, yeah.
Probably were.
Pond
Yeah, that
hockey
was me,
up
bro.
there.
I was 5 years old, 6 years old.
See,
practically
I would
falling
struggle.
through 'em.
I would struggle doing the pond hockey thing because there's nothing to hold on to. I just fall on my ass. Like I grew up going to Central Park and like Bear Mountain, and I'd be that kid that was just falling on his ass. And I tried doing it as a teenager, fell on my fucking ass. I
can
couldn't do
skate.
it. You can skate?
Oh my God, here he goes.
Boy, Canada. Hey, and there's people that know this. By the way.
Well, I'd love them to reach out to me and let me know, because this kid's been talking a big
I want to
game,
watch you
bro.
two race. So they set up.
No, he's gonna cook me on skates.
Have you gone when they've done this? They've set up the ice rink on the stage at Ascend, where they do like the winter thing there.
No,
at Ascend
I can't say that I
So
have.
they put a mini rink on the stage at Ascend, the little amphitheater here downtown, and you can go and it's like open skate shit. You guys should go and do a fucking.
I'll go.
Do some racing.
He'll get me on ice.
I take the guy from Buffalo, but it's cold
he'll
in
get me on
Nebraska
ice.
too.
I never played hockey. I can just skate in general.
Just like
And I
skate.
can rollerblade
like the inline blades just going.
I can rollerblade like a motherfucker, and I can ice skate very well. But he'll cook me. He played hockey.
I would love to see this.
I mean, you know what? I'll never give you that. Who knows? I don't know if you can cook me.
Did you bring?
I'm not gonna let you have
Man,
it. I'm not gonna
I
let
think you should
have
let me
it.
have it.
Did you bring the skates with you to Nashville?
No, dude, don't make me. I thought about doing
Because
one
that's,
of my
you know what?
shows on
Actually, that's the
rollerblades
thing. We
when
can't
I
even
was
do
on
that.
tour.
The thing is, I'd have to buy a pair of skates for him.
Yep.
Like a $500 pair of skates.
'Cause I wouldn't go
the
with
same
that.
as mine. Because if I give him rentals and I torch him, he's just going to blame it on the rentals.
Yeah,
He's
you
gonna
can't give him any
I'm in
excuses.
rentals. You
I
can't
will.
do this. And yeah, that's how it's going to be. Yeah. So we
100%
got
blame
to
on
buy the same pair of skates and just go for
Well,
it.
I'll get
See what
to it
happens.
with
I want to see you rollerblading down Broadway on that
my
hill. Because I
God.
used to ride the scooters.
That would
down-
be
you
electric.
remember the days when the scooters didn't have the time limits on them, and you could
Yeah.
take them out at 2 a.m.
Oh,
after
man,
a
that was
wild night on
brutal.
Broadway. People were falling. People were
Yeah.
literally dying on those scooters. But
Legit dying.
I would
Like,
pay to see
actually
you
dying.
go down on those rollerblades.
I'll go down backwards.
Oh
Down
my
Broadway
God.
backwards.
This
Just
dude's
go
talking
through
his
the
huge
light.
game on four wheels,
no,
man.
my rollerblade game is I got it. I got the rollerblade.
I actually trust you with that. If you wore the crop top with the short shorts, flip flops,
Going nuts down,
not
just
full, obviously.
cruising.
Yeah,
blades, but that'd be gnarly.
where does the style come from? Because I love we have our guy our bass player out with Trey. His name's Mitch Goshen. We call him the Hosscat, and he's a
love that
Hosscat. He just
nickname.
you call it purebred Hosscat, papers and all. And he's George crop top.
Yeah.
After every show, he has like a floral like 2-piece getup. It's like shorts and like a button down like short sleeve shirt. It's like floral Hawaiian, like Key West kind of vibes.
That's
And he puts it
incredible.
on after every show and goes out in the crowd, does his thing, parties, whatever. But for you, it's like you're just you have a vibe. Like right now, we're in Spooktober. You got your flip flops on. You got the throwback '90s. What the dice, the hat. Like what's up with the Ski style? Where'd it come
man.
from? And
I'm
what is it
actually
about that?
interested in
And
this.
you got some style too, man.
yeah.
Mine's a little different. But
Yeah, yeah. But like, where's
This
it
is
come
real
from?
stuff. Bro, I've lived a lot of different fashion lives, man. I've lived a lot of them. But the one thing that stayed, I've been wearing. So the name Skeez came from me wearing sandals all the time. My cousin called me a Skeez ball when I was like 11 at Christmas because
Yeah.
everyone would show up in their fits, in their Christmas outfits, and I would just show up in my sandals and sweats. And he's like, "Bro, you're a fucking Skeez ball." Like, my brother heard it, and I was just like, "Oh fuck, here we go." And like immediately, I was Skeezy D because my last name is Dressler, and then it just shortened to Skeez eventually. But yeah, it's like I've been wearing nothing but sandals for about 12 years.
You never got into Crocs, just sandals?
No, it doesn't count.
I mean, we were kicking it at his place, last week or something like that, and I don't think he owns a pair of shoes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I haven't owned a
I
pair
saw
of
his
shoes
closet. He's like ripping through. He's like, should I wear this shirt?
what
This
do you
shirt?
do-
I'm
what
like,
do
bro, you not even a pair of running shoes, nothing.
What are you doing in the snows?
double socks, baby. Pack the socks.
Double socks with the
Yep, exactly.
Do you fit it in there with the
Yeah.
toe thing?
Yep, split toe it.
Double socks, but what color are you? Are we
said
talking like? Are we
split
talking
toe.
like mid calves? Are we talking like tubes?
No,
like,
no, he goes. No, you got
Nah, just socks.
Yeah,
man.
is
Doesn't
the
matter.
ankle?
yeah.
Is the ankle
Then
guys?
just pack another pair.
Just
I was walking to school in the snow in Omaha, and I'll just bring another pair of socks in my backpack.
no shit.
Just grinding. Just really
Just
grinding.
dedicate-
just to keep this
Oh
thing
my
going,
God.
man. Just like-
Dedicated to the brand.
I was dedicated to it, man. It's been a long time coming. I wear shoes for 3 occasions, and it's really one, but there's a couple exceptions: wedding, funeral, basketball.
you don't
hoop in
okay.
shoes.
Yeah, so you gotta.
I'm a bucket. I'm not gonna go out there in sandals and bust my ankle.
Yeah, you can take me
I'm
in
gonna go-
basketball. I'm trash. That's the one game I
you got
can't play.
moves. You got game.
I
Basketball.
can hoop. Oh, I can hoop.
Apparently, Skeez has got game in everything,
Dog,
so we'll see
hey.
what happens.
I'm him.
Oh my God!
I'm
He's
telling
him.
you, I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete.
Can you? Are you like one of the dominant guys when you're out on the road with Mike and all those
No,
guys?
Mike's a hooper. He doesn't play like he's got a bad back. Guy's just getting old, man.
Oh my!
Guy's just getting old. Guy's got a horse shit back, and he can't do it. Then our other guy, Blue, he's a bucket too. I'm not gonna say he's got me, but he's. A
Have
good
you hooped
player.
up with any country guys?
No, I'm about to start going over to that Kane Brown and those guys have a run that they do like once a week or
Yeah.
two. I'm gonna go pop over there and assert some dominance.
Dude, and just you got
What's
the attire when you're hooping? Are you cropping it?
Sweatpants, turtleneck, beanie. I might even put braids in my hair.
Bro, if that's the case, I hope you're there for that.
No, yeah, I got videos of that. I really do. It's sweatpants. I got these. My buddy's got these shoes that I usually wear. These big ass like fucking spiders. I think this is what they're called. And it's hilarious, bro. It's a good bet.
That's honestly
Or I'll go
incredible.
the short shorts and the turtleneck.
Oh, the short shorts.
But I'm always in a turtle.
Short shorts are a vibe.
Short
When
shorts
you're
are
balling, short shorts are a vibe.
Yeah.
Or like if you're playing like a game of baseball and you show up in short shorts, like
in the slow pitch league.
In the slow pitch league, like people just know you mean business.
Yeah. See, in during 2020, how I got to meet Trey and a lot of those guys was none of us were able to be out on the road. It was weird times. Summer of 2020, we started playing pickup kickball games at Rose Park.
That's incredible.
In Belmont, and dude, we would get after. We called it Sigs in the outfield because myself, Ryan Nelson, and like 4 or 5 other people. We're out. I'm pitching.
I have a great Ryan Nelson story.
Everybody's got one, dude. He's wild. But I'm up there. I'm up there on the mound pitching. I got my cig lit. I'm taking puffs. Dude, I scored one time. I had a home run while I had a cig in my mouth. I'm running. I got it going. You got to be dedicated. Sigs in the outfield, man. That's like party. But I want to hear the Ryan Nelson story because he's the future mayor. We're trying to get him. We're trying to get him the run for mayor.
He deserves
mayor of
it.
Nashville, Tennessee.
He deserves it. Honestly, nobody else in this town deserves it but Ryan Nelson.
Absolutely.
So I just had moved to town. I'd maybe been in town a couple of years at this point, but like I didn't really kind of spread the spider web yet. I was like just starting to meet people and like really catch a vibe. And we played at that Poorhouse. Remember Poorhouse?
Yeah.
It's now like that Fat Slim's bowling alley or some shit, whatever the fuck they turned it into. Across from Party Foul. So I'm playing this Writers around there. It was like Thirsty Thursdays, I think is literally what they called it. It was an awesome time, good vibe. The person running it, I think it was Tess at the time, she like just hit me up, says, hey, come out, like I'm gonna put you in a round with Ryan Nelson and Jordan Fletcher. And I'm like, all right, cool. We didn't play till 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going to show up there early because I don't know anybody. I'm going to watch some rounds. I'm going to catch some vibes. Get up to the bar to go order a drink. It's like 6:30 p.m. Like the first round hadn't even started yet. And this loud motherfucker just comes sprinting up to the bar. Apparently on Thursdays it was 2-for-1 bottles of wine. Bro, this guy, he is him for this. Are you ready for this? He is him for this. He walks up to the bar. I just ordered like a tequila soda, standard. Hootsy drink. And I'm like, this guy comes up and I'm like, I saw his face, whatever, so I knew he was the dude I was in the round with. He goes, get 2 bottles of Chardonnay or whatever the hell he ordered. She gives him the bottles. This dude grabs one of them, straight down the gullet, kills the whole bottle. Just like that. It's 6:30, bro. We don't go out until 9. Swigs the whole bottle down his freaking stomach, grabs the other one, pours Fletcher 1 glass, and then drinks the rest of that one, and orders 2 more bottles of wine. I'm like, who is this legend? We get on stage, he was like, "How's this right?" And then he sang incredible, like had his shit in the bag, like he knew what he was doing. But when it came to talking, he just couldn't speak. And I'm like,
dude, that was back when
the 2-for-1 wine night.
That was back when he had the long hair.
Oh yeah,
that
was down to the middle of his back.
So Ryan and Jordan are both from Jacksonville, and they're very proud of Duval disciples, Duval guys. And Ryan's a smart dude. That's the thing. He's like the drunk uncle of music, bro. He's got a poli-sci degree from Florida State. Like very like
intelligent,
articulate, intelligent. He just loves his vibes, and he loves to just like, if you've ever tripped with Ryan Nelson and you get him going down some of them rabbit holes, man, he'll just go. And he's a hell of a songwriter, and he's just a wild guy. Who were some of the other folks early on that you were getting to meet? Like, because going back, so you say about 10 years, that's going back like 2012, 2013. That's a cool era to be in Nashville.
Yeah, it absolutely was. I mean, dude, like literally all the people that don't go out anymore, unless it's like on a weekend, are the people that I kind of came up with. And I mean, shit, man, there's just so many to name. God, I'm like literally blanking. The Ryan Nelson, Fletcher, the rounds with freaking Snyder over at Tin Roof, and
Revival,
all those
baby.
guys, Tin Roof Revival, before it was even Tin Roof Revival. Like they were just doing rounds there.
Were you there when Whiskey Jam was still at Tin Roof?
Mm-hmm. I was here when Whiskey Jam was there. Yeah, that was like, when Ward was still bartending at Tin Roof. God, and I think like my first weekend here, all those apartments across from Tin Roof were literally a dirt parking lot. And I remember like...
There was the Shoney's there, right?
I remember with Griff and like all those guys, we're doing donuts at like 4 a.m. outside that dirt parking lot. We'd late night Tin Roof, and then you just go get in somebody's freaking Buick that they brought from Wisconsin, and then you just I mean, this place has changed so much, man, but it's just... It also hasn't at the same time.
And it's gone through
incredible.
different eras within music. Like you come around that,
Yeah,
you come around that
too.
time. That's when, and people think bro country is like about bros, but I think a lot of it has to do with Broadway, and it was what was going on in Broadway and infusing different styles. Like what you see the guys that were coming up at that time, like the FGLs, the Sam Hunts. I mean, Aldine was putting out Night Train around that time. Like the different styles that were going on to see where we're at nowadays in country music, where you could pretty much do whatever the fuck you
Literally,
want, which is
genreless,
so.
Man.
Cool, man.
Country music doesn't have a genre at all.
Yeah, it has influences because we all grew up listening to different shit, and we all grew up bumping some Nelly, but also bumping some Nickelback, but also bumping Tim and Faith.
Nickelback's the greatest band of all time. I'll stand by that,
dude. And it's just wild to it's cool that you got to see that era, because I got here 2018, and it's even changed in the 4 years that I've been here.
Yeah,
it's changed tremendously.
I was probably drunk when we met.
Probably. I got I'm lucky. I got sober before I came to Nashville. I got sober.
True. But I wasn't.
Oh no! And my thing was, I used to go when I first moved to town. It was the dab pen was key for me, because it was like I'm around all these drunk motherfuckers, especially bouncing on Broadway, and we would drink pre-workout during our shifts. Like the bartenders would make us mocktails with like C4 or creatine.
Wow.
So I'm pulling 12 to 15 hour days down there, and it's like, and then you're going out with people after that, and you're eating at the diner or the fucking or going to Hermitage Cafe.
Hermitage Cafe was a vibe.
That was the best, bro. That was
you missed out on that era.
I was 14.
Hermitage Cafe.
I was like 12, I think, actually, in 2012.
Hermitage Cafe was the vibe.
Well, I'm saying, like, even in the last couple of years, like, because how old are you? You're what?
25. I just
25? No shit. Okay, I'm 27, and then
I'm 30. I'll be 30 in a month.
Oh, hell yeah. Happy early birthday, bro.
Thanks, man.
It's fucking awesome. But
Let's get drunk.
Hermitage Cafe was Hermitage Cafe was like this late night little divey spot, cash only, which worked out great for all the musicians playing on Broadway.
Perfect.
They spend their tip money in there, and you go in there after a few beers or after a good puff of smoke, and they had good chicken and biscuits, chicken and waffles.
It was your classic Southern diner that like was next level. It was like it's like Waffle House times 10.
No, it was like
right here.
It was on
Peabody.
Hermitage Avenue, so it's on the road that you take. It's like still in the downtown area.
Korean Vet and First Avenue, right there, bang.
Yeah, and it was
nice and easy,
and it was a good spot. But talk about that era of Tin Roof as well. Like Tin Roof has been. You can't tell the Nashville story of just the music scene, the songwriter scene, the party scene, the tourism scene, everything without Tin Roof and what those guys have done there. It's home for a lot of people.
Tin Roof Demumbrian's elite. It's a little college right now.
Yeah,
it's going through its seasonal phase.
Seasonal, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, that place has created a lot of people. Created a lot of people, like people's entities in this town. Between the bartenders just like being who they are and knowing everybody. Yeah, you have all the musicians. Yeah. Like, but I mean, Luke Combs has a freaking plaque sitting up there for a reason.
Yeah,
that bar, like, just is what it is.
And I love how you have the different vibes within Tin Roof that they do nowadays, where
crazy.
It's like you have the live band stuff on the right side, and then you go into the
DJ and then rap. Like it's crazy.
Boom boom room on the left side, and it gets wild in there. Boom room. And it's a good time. I mean, I put Tin Roof Demumbrian up there with some of the best bars in the country, just for the vibe and just what it means to the community. And you guys get to go out on tour and see all kinds of different bars and different places. Where have been some of your favorite spots that you guys have been to? Even shout out like back home, like I'm sure Buffalo's got a fun time, like certain times of the year where it's just actually the winter's probably great in Nebraska and Buffalo because everybody's just drinking because it's so fucking cold. There's nothing else to do.
Same vibe. That's all you got. Man, see the thing in Buffalo that is dope in the winter is the garage parties. You throw a big propane heater up. You get the.
That's so Buffalo.
You know what I'm talking about. But hey, act like you didn't do that. Act like you didn't do that.
We would hang out in my garage in the lower part of New York. We do garages.
Throw the propane heater up. At least two of them.
Yeah.
Probably gassing yourself. Could die.
We were a basement party.
But I mean, basement or garage, same vibe.
Yeah.
And then you throw the folding table up, and it's just games for days.
Jump through it and
games for days. Well, no, see, we'd have the beer pong going while Flip Cup was going on both sides. I mean, everybody was involved. There was not one person sitting down.
Crazy.
Yeah, we used
to drink Keystone Light and Svedka vodka. That was what we did.
What was the music you guys were bumping back then.
Bro, everything
at the Buffalo
from
parties.
literally Nelly to Matchbox 20 to sometimes somebody would get on there and throw Frank Sinatra and it would turn up the party. It would go crazy.
If you're ever in New York and you're at one of these things, I remember doing the garage parties. They were big for New Year's for us.
Oh, yeah.
And my buddy had a pool table in there and we had like the pong table,
Just
all that
a
stuff.
vibe.
Dude, this was back before I got sober. And I remember singing Piano Man at the top
Billy
of my
Joel.
fucking lungs.
Dude, all that
and
stuff.
It's just that vibe. And then what are you doing out in the Midwest as far as coming up listening to music? Because you got a little bit of everything out there.
Man, yeah, I was I was big on R&B for a while.
Oh god.
Like I was big
That
on
baby
R&B
making
for a while.
shit.
Like I loved it. I bounced all over the board, man. I loved country. I loved R&B. I never really loved rap. It's not that I hated it or anything, but I never played it by myself.
Where was the line you would draw as far as like liking rap? Because some people they'll like,
There's
because you
not
say
even a-
R&B and hip hop, like
It's not
there's
even
a
a
line
line either.
that
Like
crosses over.
I never didn't like it, and it was played enough to where I was always listening to it. Like people, it was like at the parties. Like it was rap growing up. It was a lot of rap, and right before rap came in, it was like the pop punk type situation going on.
So like the all-time low shit,
yeah,
like
all
that era.
And Omaha had like a weird reggae presence.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
and when I
pretty
say
strange.
reggae, I mean like.
I wonder where that
Air
comes from because
and
you guys
Sublime.
are in the middle,
Yeah,
literally
it's really
middle
weird.
America.
Yeah, it's super weird, but like Air, Sublime, and Cherub.
Were you guys doing ska?
No,
Like Streetlight Manifesto
No,
and all that
no.
shit that was coming out of New Jersey?
no. But yeah, it was weird. We were all over the place, man. And yeah, dude, I really loved my whole life though. I was like a sucker for ballads. Like any genre of a ballad, like that was kind of my bet.
I mean,
Like I was listening. I was on the Bieber,
Prime example.
Like I was on the Alicia Keys.
prime example, we're partying at the house Saturday
I still
afternoon.
do this.
We're chilling. We're doing the pregame thing. We got absolutely roasted on Friday. We all needed a little chill. So we're catching a vibe at the house on Saturday. Everybody's drinking. Slowly. We're pacing ourselves.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
We know Saturday is the marathon. And Over and Over Again by Tim McGraw and Nelly comes on.
Dude, smash.
I straight up looked to my right and Skeez just holding the phone, just shaking his head, nodding at me. I'm like, you just played Over and Over Again by Tim McGraw and Nelly. And he's like, man, this is me. This is my
what it
music.
is.
And I'm like, you can't complain, bro. I remember some girl in high school or middle school, probably for me, broke my heart. Now listen to that song for 10 days straight.
That was the wave.
Yeah, that was the wave.
Oh yeah, man. I was
That and Neo. No sad.
I was on
Neo
songs,
I was
bro.
on the Neo, the J
No sad
Holiday.
Yeah.
I was big on the R&B, and like I was a diehard Bieber fan.
Really?
But it was not easy for a guy at my age to be a Bieber fan.
Did you ever go and see him in concert?
Bro, what? 13th birthday. Get out.
No shit.
Took my dogs with me. Everybody's rocking the same Bieber shirt. Bonkers in the sandals.
I'm a believer. I gotta admit it.
And I was grinding that one out. Like I was getting shit on by my
I'm
older
sure you-
brothers. I was getting
but you
shit
know
on.
who- but-
and I was like, hey, you just wait.
But
Like, he's him.
But who was loving it? The ladies
Oh,
were probably
bro.
loving. That
I was
probably got
posting-
you some ins.
And like that was like low key. That was pretty much the first time I started singing. I was singing Bieber to the chicks.
Wow.
Like I really was.
That's a
like
vibe.
I'd be playing the Bieber and just going bonking before cigarettes. Too.
Yeah.
So I was hitting falsettos.
Yeah.
Welcome to that show. I was back in my bag. So that was kind of where I was at, man. And I enjoyed it.
Hey,
I had a lot of fun.
We were writing a song last week, too. This is great.
They kept trying to give me the
We're trying to hit it. We're like telling them, like, dude, you got to hit, like, you can hit that note. Just, like, throw it into the falsetto, bro. It'll slap. And, like this guy, Chris, do his thing. Chris V.
Yeah.
And he just looks at me and goes, man, like a couple packs of cigarettes a week, I just can't hit falsetto, bro.
Don't have
And he
it
goes
anymore.
to try and do
It's
it,
gone.
and it's just nothing comes out.
Comes out of my
Literally
mouth.
nothing. Like his mouth's open and he's
fucked up,
forcing
dude.
it, and nothing comes out. I'm like, yeah, okay,
fucked
all right,
up.
just bring it back down. Here we go.
You're a spirits guy.
Yep, I'm the spirits guy now.
I'm on and off Marlboro Lights guy.
I was
but
on the diet. I was on the diet 6 for a while.
What was your first pack that you ever bought? The first pack is always cringy. The first pack we always buy is
I
always.
I was like sneaking cigarettes from my mom, and she was on the diets. She was on the Marlboro Lights.
Same, dude.
So that started that, and then, yeah, I was on the Marlboro Lights, and then college, I was on the Turkish Royals.
Yeah.
I was on the
was on
Royals
the-
out at Nebraska for like my little 6-month stint.
Yeah.
My mom was on those
Run.
Virginia Slims.
This,
My mom thought she was slick, bro, trying to like, she thought she was her. And I'm like,
no, yeah.
But my dumb ass didn't have anything else, so I would take them.
My first pack was, and I remember because it was right when I quit drinking. I went and saw Justin Moore at the Starland Ballroom. It was I used to do like tailgates when I worked in college radio and stuff. We like sponsored tailgate parties. So I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to have something. I didn't have any like weed on me, whatever. I bought a pack of Maverick Red 100s.
Oh god!
And I smoked those for about 2 months. I was like, there's got to be a better way to do this.
There's got to be a better way, right? I like these American spirits, man. I enjoy them. And
I can't really.
Yeah, I mean
they're good long smokes.
Yeah, they're real
good
long smokes.
They're great for like a smoke break if you want to have. Because that's a big thing of going out is the smoke break is a huge part of the smoke and the cigarettes. Being on the patio or being out back of tin roof.
It slows down my drinking a ton.
I don't rip darts, and I'd go out there I go out there with them. I'm like, I need a break too. I think
I feel so bad because people ask me for cigarettes. I'm like, yeah, you can have one, but it's a grind. Like this cigarette's gonna be a grind for you.
Yeah,
like you're not ready for this for 17 minutes. Like there's no way.
We're gonna get to know each other very well over this.
And I see them like people that really don't smoke, and they're kind of just like coming to do whatever bit that is.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, yeah, I mean, you can have one, but you can hit mine too if you want. They're like, no, I'll smoke one. I'm like, all right. And I see them halfway through this thing, bro, grinding.
Their eyes are all
they want to throw it out.
Hurting,
they want to throw it out.
They don't want to disrespect
so
them.
Bad, bro.
Yeah, but they don't want to disrespect.
And then like I already gave you the opportunity, so I'm just gonna sit there and watch you. Like fake
I'm gonna watch you suffer.
I'll watch you fake enjoy it the whole time.
My favorite is when people claim that they smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes, but my favorite is when people claim they smoke cigarettes. And I saw it at Tin Roof on Saturday night.
Yeah. It's not like a cool thing to do.
Some kid grabs a cigarette from.
It's not like I'm fired up.
Grabs a cigarette from Skeez, starts ripping it, and like 3 or 4 puffs into it, I could see he's like holding in the cough. Yeah, he's not used to actually inhaling a cigarette. He's just trying to be hip. Just don't be that guy. Yeah. Like if you don't rip darts, don't rip darts. Just hang out and drink.
And it's fine.
It's fine.
Just smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, just hang.
And like what I actually feel bad about this, because like the little fans that I do have, they like want to enjoy a cigarette with me. It's like kind of the
part of the Skeez experience.
I don't like it, man. I feel terrible. I'm like, yo, like I'm not trying to get you guys on cigarettes. It's just kind of like fell into my bit because like I don't like being on camera. Like, I don't not like it, but like. I don't know what to do, so like that's my go. Like that's what it is for me.
Something to do with your hands.
Yeah, it's what it is for me. It's like I have a drink and a cigarette, and I can resort to that.
Yeah. Then when you're on stage, you got the mic in your hand, and that covers it.
Yeah, and I also have the drink and the cigarette when I'm on stage. So it's like I have it's kind of like a go-to for me.
Now talking about the live show, you obviously you've done a lot of touring with your boy Mike. How did you guys get to know each other? And then the vibe of going out in the crowd after the set and being with the people, because I'm sure that's how you've made a lot. That's a big way. One, your music's super dope, but people they probably love you for you as opposed in addition to just the music being dope.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I want to say that like the whole Skeez bit is like the real winner. Like, thank God I make decent music, you know what I mean? Like that's
your stuff slaps, and you're right. And I'm excited to hear what you guys are writing. I can only imagine, dude.
We just made our first record. It's a good one. But so I met Mike out in Los Angeles when I was probably 19. I'm not sure exactly how we met or when we met, but we were in the same kind of circuit of friends. And if I had to guess, I know like a month-ish, you know, when we started hanging out. And I'm sure I was hammered. And I'm sure I was talking shit about beer pong or something along the lines. Because I remember the first time I remember going over there, it was immediate beef on the beer pong table. So I'm assuming that that's what I started this whole thing with. You know what I mean? That's my assumption. And I got my shit dragged. I got dragged. Him and his boy Blue they got it in the beer pong thing. They grew up together like next door neighbors. Like they got it. The beer pong, I'm gonna give it to him. Don't let me get my boy in town. You know what I mean? But I'll give it to him. And then we started, man, he would always have these crazy after parties and these fun parties, and not in an LA style. It was very house party.
Because where's he from?
He's from he's from Rhode Island.
Wow, so he's a New England guy. Okay, cool.
The house parties are a vibe.
Yeah. And he was throwing like one of the only parties in Los Angeles, especially in the Hollywood like circuit, where like you could go actually have a good time. And it wasn't about who you know. There's no like bouncer at the door. There's no like promoter.
No list.
There's no like who do you know. It's just like if you have the address, if you can get the address, you're more than welcome to open that front door and go upstairs and come party. Just don't be weird.
Yeah.
Like pretty simple.
I think that's the biggest thing with any party. Don't be weird.
Don't be weird. Don't be that guy.
And he was killing it. And we had a blast, man. And then I started like passing out on the couch, and then, you know, we started hanging out a bunch, and then I showed him some music eventually, and it kind of turned into this. And then he like threw me onto this tour thing, I was not ready for it by any means. I'd never sang on a microphone.
Really?
Oh God, no, dog. I thought I was gonna be a businessman. I thought I was gonna suit and tie it with the sandals. I thought I was.
Actually?
Yeah, I mean, I was like in it. I was doing it.
What were you doing?
I was doing it. We don't got.
What were you doing?
No,
100%. You bring it up, bro. You bring it up
about this. I do my show prep, and like I had no idea you were doing that.
He doesn't know either. What were you doing? Where was your degree?
That was my whole bit in Los Angeles. That's what I was doing, man.
Were you selling LA?
I was selling Sunset. No, I was bad at it too. I was really bad at it.
But like good bad or bad?
No, just bad at it. I could have been good at it. I just didn't work.
Was it like
what was it? Like, what kind of
music
business?
related?
I was like a lot of my friends were all these like Instagram like da. And I could get them brand deals.
Oh, you're the branding guy.
So
you were managing.
So I was not managing at all. I was just like, I knew a lot of people that owned brands and companies, and I knew a lot of people that needed that, and I was like bridging that gap. And I could have been good at it. I just didn't know how to. I couldn't work. Didn't know how to do it. But then I didn't get it.
That actually pans out. That actually makes a lot of sense because like the other day he's talking about getting a roulette table. At the house,
I got the
roulette table.
Dangerous, boys.
But
I'm also in love with that.
We should probably cut this part out.
No, we do not need to cut that part out. It's the whole bit.
Well, we just don't want any feds coming knocking on the door.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking a rake.
Yeah, we're not taking a rake.
But I am the house, and I'm taking a rake.
I'll get my hey,
go on and get it.
I'll get my boy Big Joe and my dudes from New York come down.
Bro, here's gonna be the bit though. I'm gonna really get poker chips, and it's gonna be I'm gonna make it a real currency. I'm gonna only make X amount, and you can come cash in for cash.
Skeez coin?
Just chips.
Skeez coin.
Skeez coin.
That's a great name.
Whatever I call the casino, I'm gonna get the chips, and like if you end up with those chips, you can come get cash from me, and that's gonna be the bit.
You just got all these people coming up.
Yeah, it's like, I found this on the ground. Like, it's $25. I'm like, well, fuck, here you go.
That's a whole vibe.
Just gotta start carrying tons of cash on you.
Yeah, that's the bit. I'm gonna get a bunch of cash.
Well, the thing is, we're gonna have a door guy and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the door guy.
He's gonna have a door guy. We're gonna need a door guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get player cards. Come on through.
Call him Big Mike or something.
Yeah.
Even though his name's Tyler. Like 6'5".
It says, oh no, you got to do it like they do at all the country bars. You got to call them Big Country.
Big Country.
Every shithole divey country bar or venue or club that we go and play, the head guard is always Big Country, and it's some big dude with a head. Sometimes it's a big black guy. It's just a big dude wherever. So I'm sure we're gonna run into one of those in up in New York. So how'd you get doing the music things? How do you go from doing that to is Mike just like, bro? What? Are you interested in doing this music thing or what?
All my buddies were making music out there, so I was at the studio a lot, just hanging out as a homie, and like I was helping a little bit without really knowing it, and like the producer, that guy Chris that you met,
Chris V is dope,
legend, and he was doing a lot of the music, and one day my buddy didn't show up for a session, and I was already there, and he was like, "Yo, Skeez, like I've heard you sing back here, like just go give it a shot." I was like 18. Gave it a shot, made a record. It was pretty good. Didn't do anything about it for another year or so. Made another record. Didn't do anything about it for a while. And then when I was like 21, I want to say, I spent like a week in the studio. Because my buddy Joey Paris, he's got a big part in this too. He was like, yo, bro, you have to give this a shot. Like, I love these records. I'll put the money up. Go to the studio. Let's do it. So I spent a week making these records, and we liked them. I finally put one out. And then... again, just ghosted the whole music thing for another year, and then COVID hit. So I had like probably 6 songs over the course of like 3 years. COVID hit. This guy, I met him outside of a bar. We had a lot of mutual friends, and he came up to me and was like, yo, man, like my homegirl is showing me all your music. I like it. I want to sign you to Warner Chappell. He's got like a JV with them. And then like a week later, I was like a songwriter. And then I kind of fucked that thing up. Didn't really do much songwriting. COVID happened. Like I signed, and then 2 weeks or like 3 weeks later, COVID
in California. COVID in California.
So there's no more sessions.
Yeah.
And now they're doing. So I'm taking all these Zoom sessions. I don't got a fucking laptop. I don't got a microphone. I don't got a studio. I don't know how to make music in the first place. So I was just like, fucking.
That's the best.
It was shitty. It was real shitty.
That's the best bit. When he told me a story for the first time, I was just flabbergasted. He's like, I don't have a laptop to do Zoom calls. I'm on my phone. I don't have a microphone. I don't know how to produce music, make music. Taking FaceTimes with like dudes that like have hits, bro.
No, these guys,
like they're setting them up with guys that have hits.
They were throwing me in with some guys who won Grammys, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, bro, what are you? You make me look like a jackass right now. like I'm getting my ass kicked out here. I can't really like I'm not doing anything. You know, like we'll be on the Zoom session. They're like, yeah, so here's a beat. Just go record some shit and send it back to us. I was like, record some shit? What do you want me to record, man? Yeah. I don't know how to do this. And like that kind of sucked for a little bit. And at that point, I was hanging out with Mike a lot. And that was when like the whole artist thing started coming to fruition because he was like, yo, let's like give this a real run.
Do you remember the first show you did with him where it was?
Yeah, it was here in Nashville.
Really?
That was my first show ever.
Is that Marathon?
Which was next level.
That was my first show ever. I was fucking geeking. I was geeking. I almost called it off. That morning. Yeah, I almost called it off that morning.
Dude.
I almost told Mike, I was like, nope, not getting up, not doing it.
Jeez.
To this day, when was that? Last year?
Like, no, it was June.
Oh, yeah, June, that's right. Wow.
No, April 19th or something? April 19th?
April, yeah. Still to this day, we've been out probably, every weekend, you'd say?
I mean,
I'd say. I swear I've not seen him as drunk as he was that night in Nashville on that show.
Boy, I was.
Man, we're backstage, and I think his eyes were crossed, going either way, which way the other. But I mean, it was a vibe. Like that was probably the dopest thing.
I was in my bag, kind of.
And then you just absolutely roasted the whole tour.
Yeah, bro.
It was unbelievable.
After that first one, everything was all right. I just had no idea what to expect. I had no idea what was going on.
And then what's your setup when you're doing shows? So is it you and like a DJ? Do you got a band up there with you? Mm-hmm. Do you got like what do you?
No, it was just me and a track, and then our buddy.
So you're up there by yourself?
Yeah, bro.
At Marathon Music, where it's sold out.
I was up
good sized room.
I was up there faded, man.
Well, you kind of had. I can't imagine how nervous you fucking were. That's a lot. So like, it's very aggressive for your first show.
I overdid the pregame cocktails a little bit. I overdid it a little bit for the pregame cocktails, but I needed it, bro. Like I was like really stressing it. Like a lot of my friends were there. No one's ever seen me sing. No one's ever seen me. I've never seen me perform. Like it was kind of just like, what the fuck is he about to do up there? And I walked out there with a football to fucking Vanessa Carlton 1,000 miles. With a cocktail and a cigarette.
And the crowd probably ate it right up.
Yeah,
and went
I threw
nuts.
a dart. I threw a great ball to this guy in the back of the crowd, and he dropped it. My first throw out there. Pretty sick about it. But yeah, the last thing I actually like. I don't remember anything besides walking down and handing the mic off after the show was over on that first one. Not even on a drunk thing either. It was just like the adrenaline just kicked my ass.
Yeah.
I had no idea what happened. I remember walking up the ramp,
wearing
and
a
then
wife
I remember
beater,
walking
bro.
down the ramp and handing the mic off, and that was it for the first show.
Favorite city you got to go to?
Chicago. Best show ever.
Chicago's just a good vibe
all
too.
my high school friends came out. It was just fucking. I couldn't believe it. That was the first time I was like, dude, this is out of control. Like, what am I doing here?
Did you get Portillo's?
I've had Portillo's, but I didn't get it in Chicago.
I had it for the first time last time I was up
What's
there. You
that?
have Portillo's? So it's like Chicago's like fast food thing, and they have.
Fucking Portillo's.
It is a very one of a kind thing. I was told I had to get it when I was up there. I'd never had it.
Portillo's is crazy.
They do
What
like
is it?
it's like those beef. They do those like big beef sandwiches, but they also do hot dogs. But they also do burgers. But they also do like all kinds of other shit.
I did the hot dog bit when I was at Portillo's.
I did you get a big beef sandwich, and it's like getting a French dip, but they soak it in the French dip, so it's wet when you get it. So I had that,
Wow.
and then they do chocolate cake. They do a chocolate cake shake.
Holy shit.
Which is, from what I've heard from JD Groover, like you got to get the chocolate cake shake. I didn't feel like dying
dude's
that
a
day.
legend.
And I felt bad because I was up there with Trey on the Kid Rock thing, and he was on a diet. So I was like, dude, I went to the dispensary, then went from the dispensary. I Ubered from the dispensary to fucking Portillo's, and I was like, I'm gonna get stoned and eat all this food. I'm sorry, man. I know you're on the diet. He's like, no, man, you're good. He was like, motherfucker, you just ate that in 10 minutes. I was like, yeah. I had a big beef, a small onion ring, a small fry, and the chocolate cake.
Yeah.
No,
It's a grind.
vibe.
I was hurting, but it was so
We just
fucking
have
good.
the chicken wings and the beef on wax up in Buffalo.
And the beef what?
Beef on weck is what it's called. They literally take a roll, like a bread roll, like a freshly baked bread roll.
We're talking like here, or we're talking like round Kaiser roll.
No, yeah, we're talking like a Kaiser roll.
Okay, Kaiser roll,
And they
yeah.
put the salt and like the caraway seeds on it. That's
Yeah.
why they call it beef on weck. And then they take like just roast beef, like prime roast beef, slice it into little pieces, put it in the dip, and then they throw you on the thing with a little horseradish. Snaps.
It seems like a lot for the kid.
Well, no,
I have an awful
you don't have to
palate.
do it.
What the fuck do you eat? If you
My
can't
food.
appreciate that, that is
No,
that
no, I'll
sounds
eat it.
That is incredible.
delicious.
I'd eat it.
With French fries
Yeah, I'd eat it.
on the side. It's the greatest sandwich of all time.
Keep me away.
Well, yeah, you don't need to put horseradish on.
What's your move for eating then?
Dude, I have
on the road. Are you a
fingers.
pizza guy?
I have like a
you breakfast guy?
10-year-old's palate.
Taco guy? You eating chicken nuggets or what?
Meat,
Dino
cheese.
nuggets?
It's like meat, cheese, and bread in all different variations. But I'm trying to get healthy. I'm eating ground turkey and brown rice right now.
Okay.
That's my go-to right now.
The meal, you're doing the whole meal prep
I'm
thing?
just cooking, man. I'm trying. I gotta lose some weight. It's getting a lot. I'm sweating on my walk over here. Kicking my ass. Smoking a cigarette. I'm out of breath on the way up this. We got a slight 2-block hill, like a slight hill. I'm in here. I'm sweating right now.
It's like not even a 12-degree incline. And
Yeah.
Boys just getting too
Sweating
big.
out here.
Guys getting too big, bro. It's over. I'm ready for the cold.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this tequila.
This is why I'm sweating now, though.
Fireball.
I'm pretty close.
What's
to
on what's on the Skeez rider? Do you have a rider when you're out there? Or do you just live off what Mike and the guys have?
No, I didn't. I mean, like I had like a half-ass rider, but
What was on there? What was on
building
there?
my rider right now.
What was on there?
My original rider. The first thing I had.
Dave's laughing already.
The first rider I ever had was at Marathon Works, and they're like, "Yo, what do you want? Like in your green room?" And I was like, "Bottle of Casamigos, bottle of Tito's, light blue American Spirits, and a football." And that's the end of my rider.
That's honestly elite.
No water.
No waters.
No water, no soda, no snacks.
Sodas.
Mine's
I didn't
literally
have
just
any- I had
water.
nothing. I just had booze, cigarettes, and a football. Just
That's
in case.
incredible.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
No,
at all.
that's what it was. I didn't know what I was allowed to do either, so I was like, "Well, I need a
So
football."
what are the new additions? Like what's the dream? What do you want
What's
on there?
the dream? Bro, what?
A roulette table.
Give me a pair of sandals and a roulette table.
Yeah, a casino. Pass to the nearest casino.
Yeah, give me some shower slippers and a roulette table.
Shower
Whatever we do.
slippers.
That might be the new one.
Shower slippers would be a good one.
Yeah, some
And then what you
cheap
can do, you can rate all the. You rate all. Then you have a collection of
Yeah,
shower
just
slippers. You
grind
just
them
keep it in a
out, yeah.
box.
That's a
Keep
vibe.
them in a box.
And
That's
you
the new one.
could write in like a Sharpie like what
Oh my
the
god!
venue
Yeah,
was
what
in the
venue
day.
Yeah,
was?
what-
Dude,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
such a sick idea.
My
Venue-
shower slippers. We're good.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's your content. Slippers. What do they got? Be
That's
like
what it
Chicago. Be like Chicago did it right. Then put somebody on blast when the slippers are like.
Yeah,
weird.
so these
Somebody will
would
give you
be-
like leopard slippers.
Yeah,
like
these
Or
would
like
be-
those weird ass like super hard plastic ones.
yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
sick.
I'd be sick.
That'd be sick.
Dude, that
Terrifying.
would be something. So let's talk about music and stuff. Eric, what do you got cooking as far as the music stuff right now and all of that? I know, I know you guys have been writing a lot. Like what's going
Yeah.
on as far as releases, shows? Like what's going on in
I
the
feel
world?
like I'm
of-
writing every single day,
Oh,
100
shit.
times over. It's amazing though. I mean, that's the best part of like the artist form for me is like the creative side, right?
Yeah.
It's just taking life experiences that you bottle up for a year and then throwing them out there on paper, and then you get to go and play them live, which is even better.
Yeah.
Which is probably my favorite part, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
I built my whole life on playing shows live. Never really gave too much of a shit about recording them or anything like that, which is probably why I still have songs, that I wrote 7 years ago that I haven't recorded yet, but still play live just because I love
Well,
the way
that's
they
part of the
sound.
challenge too. Is that if you're writing as much as you are,
Yeah.
you might have this dope song from like 5. You might even have this dope song from 2 months ago, and then you get in the room with a buddy and you write something. You're like, "Fuck, this is the one," and
this
then
is the
that
one,
other
yeah.
one gets put back on the back burner. It's tough. There's
That
a lot out
happens
there.
so much, especially in this town, man. I almost feel like there needs to be like a pause button for everybody. Because we write so much, so many times that there's so many songs that just get left in the dust that could literally outperform half of them that are on the radio.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, if only everybody had an opportunity to sit, chill, and listen for like 6 months, they'd probably find songs from 10 years ago that still hold up today.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me. But that's the nature of the beast. You just got to keep writing better ones, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we just cut 3 more Thursday and Friday last week.
Sick.
Me and DeStefano, and we don't know what we're gonna do with them, but we got them.
You got him in. You got him in the
We got
tank,
'em in the
man.
pocket, man.
That's the hardest.
Yeah.
That's the hardest.
And they
thing.
feel good. They feel
Yeah.
great. Like they hit pretty hard. They're kind of they feel like everything that me and Chris keep doing just feels like it's one upping what we did before. So that's the goal, right? Like you just want to
Yeah.
be better every time. And I feel like we're accomplishing that goal right now, which is awesome. And we're just playing shows wherever we can, opening up for the homies. And
Yeah, what do you got going on as far as the rest of this year? Because I know this is when you'll see this now living in Nashville.
Yeah.
From like after Halloween to like St. Patty's Day, with the exception of New Year's Eve, it slows down quite a bit. Just at the end of Q4,
Yeah.
the beginning of Q1 are a little slower here. From everything that goes on down
Yep.
the road at 16th Ave, everything on Broadway kind of slows down. It's very locals only kind of vibe, which is nice for
Really?
us going going out to Tin Roof and stuff and going to different places, Live Oak, all these bars. But as far as that, like you're coming towards the end of 2022. Now looking into 2023, what you got end of this year, beginning of next year?
We got a couple more like local shows. You know, I've been loving jumping on a lot of these writers rounds and stuff a lot. Like it's been a lot of fun. I didn't do it pretty much all summer just because we were gone playing a lot. So it's kind of, I mean, for me, that's the best. Like just being able to take the song that you just wrote last week, test the waters, right?
And be on stage with your homies.
Yeah, be on stage with the boys, literally drinking as much as you possibly can for some reason in like a matter of an hour.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's a game. Like it feels like a game.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you know, you do that for an hour, and you get to test out new songs, and then really determine whether or not you want to even bring them to the full band or not, right? Which is like, for me, having the full, like Skeez got the bit where he just gets out there by himself and causes an absolute ruckus on. I mean,
I want the band though.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
I want the band. Like I'm really just doing karaoke up there, just catching a vibe.
But it's an absolute tidal wave when you do it.
It's fun.
But like, you know, for me with the band, thinking like, you know, arena style shows, it's like taking those songs and, okay, you know, they fuck live acoustic. Let's bring them with the band.
Yeah, and having those swells within the show where you kick it off high, have that little bit of swell, mix in some of those ballads, some of that slower shit, and then pick it back up.
Big lover boy over here. I mean, I don't think I have a single song about anything other than love, heartbreak, or just finding the one you're supposed to be with. That's it. That's all I got.
Hell yeah, sick. What do you got going on? I know you put out a lot of music this year.
Yeah, man, I finally got around.
And shout out to two of my good buddies, Jordan Dawsey and Matt Mulhare, man.
Oh my God,
Matt Mulhare is another New York boy. Man. He's from the same area code, 845. So yeah, dude, those kids right now that are coming up, and it was really cool to see.
I've seen in a while.
Yeah, he's the tallest dude ever.
Yeah,
those guys are unbelievable, man. I got real lucky bumping into those big loud guys right when I got here. Those were the first people I met when I first came to Nashville. Yeah. I got off the plane and I had a meeting over at Big Loud, and they introduced me to Rocky Block and Grady.
Oh, the Block Brothers.
Those Block Brothers.
I've known those boys
I've
known those boys since going back to like 3-4 years ago, and they were on the road with Fair and Rachel's, and they were all kind of coming up. Now to see them all coming into their own, it's so cool to watch what those guys are doing.
Killing it, dude. Yeah, those are my dudes, man. I really love those guys. They're helping me out a ton, so I'm excited to keep working with them. But
is it fair to ask the guy hosting a question?
Yeah, what you got?
What are the Yankees actually doing this year?
Okay, so this episode
is MLB. I'm not a big baseball guy. I know they're in the playoffs. They just started, right?
So the game one is tonight against the Cleveland. I want to say Cleveland Guardians.
Indians,
I want to say Cleveland Indians. Just like the Washington Redskins. I still go by the team names.
In a long time. Go ahead.
But it's tough because this episode will be out in like a few weeks. So the playoffs move so fast. Like this is the most excited I've been about a Yankees team in a while. And I grew up going to games, watching Jeter and Posada and David Cohn and all those dudes. The Hosscat David Wells with his Fu Manchu mustache and all that shit. Like I grew up watching all those guys. So like going to Yankee playoff games was like what you did in October and November and September and stuff. So I want to say I'm confident, but at the same time, there's a little bit in me. But like New York sports are doing well now, with the exception of the Mets. But all they do is choke. They've been doing that since I've been a kid.
Yeah.
So like fuck the Mets. That's what they do is they just choke, and they could win 100 games and still knock down the wild card. But the Giants are playing really well too,
which is wild. Jets aren't bad.
The Jets are not bad, which is really cool to see. I mean,
I love Wilson.
Yeah, he's awesome. But
Zach Wilson. But isn't he the cat that slept with his boy's mom?
Yeah, the BYU.
Allegedly.
The
allegedly.
kid that went to the. I mean, hey,
let's not put the guy down.
Allegedly. My apologies.
We hope he did.
No, kid can sling the ball though, and I think he's actually for the first time in a long time he's in a good situation being with the Jets, which you cannot say for any of the other guys like poor Mark Sanchez and all those dudes that came up and were just thrown into the shit show. But as far as the Yankees, I think that we've got it. I'll put it this way: if they win the World Series, I'm cool if Aaron Judge walks because our mission every year is to win the World Series. We got 27 of them for Christ's sake, and it's been since 2009 since we got another one. It's been 13 years since we won one, which is the longest streak of them not winning in my lifetime. Because I was born 95. They won 96, 98, 99, 2000. Went to the World Series in 01, 03. Went to the playoffs every year that Derek Jeter was there.
I was spoiled.
You're crazy for those.
He's crazy
Bro,
for those
just
stats,
rattling
bro.
those
He's just
off.
rolling.
But bro, that's how I would be if it was
love it.
Nebraska football. I'd be
love
like,
it.
Yeah, dude, and then I was spoiled
How
being
are you?
and I was spoiled being a Giants fan. We stole 2 from Tom Brady and those guys with Eli and our defense, mostly our defense, and David Tyree catching on the helmet and Plaxico Burress before he shot himself. You know, all that stuff. But yeah, I would say New York sports are good right now. It's great. I count Buffalo as a New York team. Giants, Yankees, Rangers, and Knicks because I think all the other we have 13 pro teams in the New York City area. So it's like funny. It's like the original teams. I call them the Big Brothers.
13?
That's crazy.
Yeah, because baseball.
Are you counting the Bills on that?
I want one.
I mean, I guess 13 does count the Bills. So you count the Bills and the Sabres. So
Which
you have the two. You have the 2 in Buffalo. Then you have the Yankees and the Mets. Then you have the Giants and the Jets. Then you have the Rangers, the Islanders. Then you have the Knicks and the Nets. That's 10. And then if you loop in the Devils because they're metro area, that's 11. And then if you loop and then we have the New York football, the soccer team that plays at Yankee Stadium, the soccer team that plays in Jersey, and we have the WNBA team. That's like 13, 14
Dude,
teams.
just
You done got them started now.
I love that. So when I was coming
we got
up,
the Huskers. We got the Storm Chasers. That's our what do they call the Farm League, I believe, baseball team.
oh, those farm league games are fun though. Those dollar beer nights.
That's what I went to, bro.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bisons.
Yeah,
They
the
were
Bisons, the
Toronto
Mets
Blue
team,
Jays.
yep.
No, they were Toronto Blue Jays when I was a kid.
Oh, and then I think the Mets took over
Maybe.
for the Bisons. Yeah.
We didn't really. I wasn't really, like I said. I wasn't a baseball guy. We'd go to the Bison's games. I'd get a freaking hot dog, some popcorn, and listen to my uncle yell and cuss, and then we'd leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like that's just what we did. But we'd go to Bills games. Man, I remember being 15 at the Bills tailgate. Just sorry, mom, blacked out, bro.
And blacked out, putting on that.
15 years
We call
old.
it the liquid blanket. That's
Yeah.
how you stay
Liquid
warm.
blanket.
You got to put on the
Legit.
liquid blanket.
Legit.
That's what you
Those
gotta
games
do.
were tough in December, but I'd go. I'd love
Yeah,
it.
and that was back when Marshawn. Was that back when Marshawn was there?
Marshawn Lynch, bro.
Marshawn Lynch and who else was on that? Who was the quarterback in those days?
Oh my God, we
had
had
J.P. Latimer.
We had J.P. Lossman.
Lossman.
We relax. We had Kyle Orton at one point, which was
To my quarterbacks?
yeah. Oh yeah. The Bills have had a gaggle of amazing backup quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Trent Edwards.
Yeah, he played. For
We
a
went
while.
5-0 to start the season with Trent Edwards, and then he got killed.
Ended 5-10.
He no, literally ended
God.
5-11.
Oh,
Joe,
God.
got Joe Theismann.
Ended 5-11 because he got concussed. Trent Edwards went down, couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Don't act like Trent Edwards.
No, he was balling.
was the guy that was him.
Trent, if you're out
It
there,
was,
dude,
it was having
catch me,
Marshawn
dude.
Lynch. Who was that really? You guys had a really good receiver back in that day.
Eric Moulds,
You had Eric Moulds. You had
Andre
another.
Reed.
Well, no, I'm talking like when we fantasy.
yeah.
Like I'm playing fantasy
Peerless
football in
Price.
high school. That might have been the
We
guy.
had who else do we have?
I don't know any of these.
Yeah,
I'm
these
a
are all
huge
old Buffalo
sports guy.
Bills guys.
Yeah, because
I mean, unbelievable.
growing up, I wanted to be on ESPN. That's like I had a sports blog when
We
I was
can
like
tell.
13.
You'd probably
12,
kill it.
13.
You might just-
That's what it's just.
You might
Sports
have
are,
just send that thing in for your resume.
sports
That might be
sports
your
are
resume.
fun, but then I got into the whole country music thing. I had a college radio show,
Dude,
and so I went
if
to
I had it my
tailgates.
way, I'd be in sports, no question. If I had it my way.
Sports are fun. It's just it's
I
tough.
Someone
I'm
asked me a
sports,
question.
then
the other day.
music. I'm sports, then coaching.
Coach, dude, you would be an
Wow.
awesome Pop
You'd
Warner
kill a
football
coach.
coach. Dude, just go over to the YMCA and be like, let me coach these kids.
Bro,
be like Cartman from South Park. How do I reach these
I'm
kids?
telling you, when it's said and done, my legacy will be in.
You think
in
you'll
the
coach?
coaching world. Yeah.
You think you'll coach? And you're 25,
Bro.
So you technically, with
Plenty
the amount
of
we
time.
drink and smoke, technically have like
Don't you
40
dare put
years,
a timeline
50
on
years.
Me. Don't you put a timeline on me.
I'm gonna say 82. You guys
I got
82.
plenty of time, and I will be.
You think you'll coach?
I'll tell you this: I will be the head coach of a high school basketball
At
team.
what age do you think?
If it's the last thing I ever do, I will, and that's the
At
end
what
of it.
age do you think you're
What are you
coaching?
going to wear? You going to do sweater vests like
No,
Bob
I'm
Knight style?
switching it up. I'm switching it up.
Flip-flops
every
for sure.
week.
Oh, flip-flops, yeah.
always. I wonder. Whew, I already was a coach. Don't forget it. I was coaching back in my prime, back in my youth.
I coached
I
little
was
league
putting
hockey
I was putting the youth on.
back in Buffalo.
Nice.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Actually,
get
we were
off skates.
undefeated.
Get on the hardwood. Yeah, get on grass. Do something.
Would you
useful.
would you wear the hat when you're coaching, or would you let the
No, I'm
flow?
letting the hair down. I mean, it'll be different fits, but yeah, I will be coaching. That's the end of that.
The slick back hair would be a vibe. 100% done.
I feel like we should find like a charity thing to do, or like a YMCA
I want to
or
start
something.
my own
Where
team.
you guys
I wanna
coach against
start-
each other.
I want to start the AAU basketball team. That's what I want.
The Nashville AAU.
I want to
basketball
start the
team.
AAU basketball team.
I don't know what
I
that
could
means,
probably
but-
get AAU is like the It's like where kids are getting ranked, and like
it's the highest level of travel,
youth basketball.
Highest level of travel
And
basketball.
it goes until
That's
your
a
senior
big
year.
task.
It's like junior.
It's for real.
You got this.
No, these kids like this is like
believe in it.
Bronny James.
Yeah.
This is
it's like junior midget in
cats.
hockey up in
Got
Canada.
it.
It's like playing
Copy
juniors in
that.
Canada.
Okay.
It's the equivalent.
I get it now.
It's for real. It's like they got the rankings. You're him, and now they like because of the social media. These kids are like,
Oh, they're not even
Look at
playing
that.
high school.
And
They're not
look
even
at-
playing for their
they're
high
getting
school
paid.
teams.
they're not, bro. Like a lot of these kids don't even play for the high school teams anymore. Some of them, they just go play AU ball all year round. They're just like, and
That
they're
seems
getting
like
bags
such a
now.
vibe.
Some of these kids are
Yeah.
getting paid now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Crazy.
It is wild.
But I
would
want
love
to start.
see
I
you
want
guys
my
go.
program. I want to build my program. Put some kids in the league,
That'd be sick.
all because of me, because of this mind here.
I believe that, man.
I
Can
got
that
schemes.
mind help us win some bets this weekend?
I struggle. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It happens, man.
I
I feel like
struggle.
that sometimes.
I struggle. I gotta. Hey,
The thing is,
I'm better. I'm better than most. I'm better than most.
better
I'll
than
take
most.
that.
We've had a couple.
I'm good
parlays.
at football. I'm good at the player props in football. That's what I'm good at. I'm struggling with my parlays.
Touchdown scores, shit like
touchdown
that.
scores,
Yards.
over.
I
On the
will say
passing
we've
yards.
had a couple parlays that have had mega legs, and then just
Bro,
like
I missed out on
one
that.
random team.
I missed out on that 17 bands because
17
I missed
bands.
out, you bro, you
fuck?
no, you were out of town. I was with Seth. I had a 10 leg same game parlay. So 10 legs in this thing. And I'm grinding out. I think it was Pittsburgh. I think it was Pittsburgh versus Cleveland. I don't know why I put all my eggs in this basket. but no, so I won 9 out of the 10. I won 9 out of the 10.
Who'd you miss?
Kareem Hunt over on receiving yards. He needed like
That's tough.
whatever
'cause usually he
whatever it
hits
was.
that.
I think he needed like 21 and a half, over 21 and a half, right?
Usually he hits that.
He had 17 in the first quarter. So I stopped looking at that Kareem Hunt bet. I'm like, oh, he's going to get one more catch. Like, he'll be fine. So now I'm grinding out the rest of these, right? In the last 2 minutes, 3 of the bets cover. Like the Freiermuth, like caught like a 25-yarder, covers. One more, like, covers. And I'm just like, oh, my God, I'm him. Like, I'm rich. I'm him. I'm about to buy a fucking van. I'm about to buy my minivan. Buy this
the
roulette
minivan.
table.
We need to talk
I'm gonna
about
buy
the
a bunch of
minivan.
sandals, like some jackets. Like, I'm him. Like, let's do this thing. And then I look at the thing, like, I'm fired up. And the guy didn't catch one more football. He had 17 yards at the end of the game.
That's a
Hunt.
bad beat.
Just never caught another football.
That's a bad beat.
17 in the first quarter, bro.
What's up with this minivan?
Oh my
Is
God.
this gonna be your touring vehicle?
No, you should see what I'm making attempts on right now. I have.
This
I
might
wanna
be the
find
craziest, yet coolest
is-
thing I've ever seen in my
Bro.
life.
You ain't doing it unless you get the Astro van from the 90s.
You
Oh,
guys,
you
don't
just
know.
wait.
You guys, you guys,
Astro van would
you
be
guys
just
cool.
have
wait
no
over there.
idea what
You just
what-
wait over there, okay? Sit in the pocket and wait.
You guys got no idea what's
Tom Brady,
coming.
this thing, okay?
This is what I'm getting.
Oh my god.
I put the offer in. I'm grinding it out right now. I put the offer in.
Yeah. Have you ever seen anything like that?
They
No.
cut the roof off of an old school minivan.
Oh,
It's a
camera show it to you. Show it to
convertible.
the camera.
It's a convertible minivan. OG red.
It's only got
Nebraska.
179,000 on
Bro,
it.
that's
It's
not
not
ready.
bad.
That looks like that's a Dodge Chrysler, right? Or
It's
a
the
Dodge
Caravan.
Dodge
the
Caravan.
Caravan.
That's what
It's
I'm
an
saying.
Iowa.
Dodge
This is the most
Chrysler. Who the
Iowa
fuck am
thing I've
I?
ever
I know.
seen.
All my friends in Nebraska got the ad on Facebook. Imagine me in the game.
Imagine.
I got us a
down
driver.
front.
While ripping a
White
J.
beater, cigarette. I'm cruising in with my groceries.
Dude, you got room for your store, dude.
Everybody's coming.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This
So I was
tequila
gonna-
is smacking me.
Yeah, this fireball's got my ass kicked. I need a cigarette. I wanted a cigarette for an
Well,
hour.
so you got the van coming, you got music, all that stuff. Touched all the bases. Where can people go to find you guys? Because I really appreciate you all
Who's
hanging
winning the
out.
Super Bowl? First of all, that's my
Who's
question.
winning the
Yeah,
Super
we don't
Bowl?
gotta be done. I can figure out the cigarette. I will tell you who's winning the Super Bowl, and it's the Kansas City Chiefs.
You're out
I
of
don't
your
know
mind.
about that.
No, I know about that.
I don't know about that.
I know about that. And I'll reference
Also,
this clip. I
we're-
will watch.
It's
I
not
can't
going to be
wait.
my Giants. I'll
It's gonna
I'll
be the
knock
Kansas
that
City
off
Chiefs.
right now.
You guys are lucky I'm not putting Carolina Panthers winning the Super Bowl.
What do you mean?
That's
Just
not
wait.
gonna happen.
How?
Just wait.
How?
Undefeated. We're going undefeated. Rest of the year, Baker Mayfield. Him.
How? I mean, that division is pretty weak right now.
No, yeah,
It is
hey,
weak, but it ain't,
Brady's
weak.
coming towards the end. The Saints are very much the Eights. He's coming.
You
towards-
can't
Brady's
bet
not
against
coming towards
Brady.
the end.
Right now,
His
he's like-
family life just fell apart.
what I'm saying.
Now he's pissed.
now
he's got 4 more years.
Dude, I just said
he
that.
was going to be done after this year.
I
He's
just
got
said
4
that.
more now.
I literally just
He's
said,
got to
here's
make
the
back
thing.
all the money that
Let me ask
Giselle's
you this.
taking.
Brady
If
may have
you-
lost the game this year, and he might have
Yeah.
lost to Aaron
Fuck.
Rodgers, but his
No,
wife
he's
just
gonna
left
be
him, and
ta-
his kids are
he's
running
gonna
away.
be
He
taking
is
money
angry.
from Giselle.
Bro, he's angry.
You're tripping. Giselle's got more money than Tom.
That's
you
a
know
fact.
that, right?
Jeez.
His wife's got way
I
more
did not know that.
Way more money.
Yeah.
Way more. Not a little bit. So,
Way.
like, if there's no prenup there, Tom is winning big.
Winning.
Tom's
And now he's going to
net
win
worth is
big. I
flying.
guarantee you he gets at least 2 more Super Bowls before he retires.
I don't
And
know
here's
if
what's
they do
crazy
that
guarantee.
He's pissed.
That I don't
He's
know.
getting
He's
one more.
pissed.
Let me ask you this. If you're his kids and you're getting that age, do you want your dad to keep playing? Yeah.
You want to be
Keep
Tom?
winning. What are you, nuts? Play to you 57. I love
He
it.
probably could.
I'd be in my bag if I was in high school. My dad's Tom Brady. He's still playing. Could you imagine going home crying? Like, come home, hang out. Like, no, leave. I'm partying. I'm having a blast. What are you talking about? Like, crying at the house.
Yeah,
Come
dude,
hang
they're throwing
out.
Raiders like I'm
You're
Brady's
talking about
kid.
come
dude.
hang out. Your dad's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Play football. That's why you're here.
It's what you're on this earth to do.
Yeah, that's what he's here for.
I would
So
say.
who are you saying? If you don't, if he's, that is a
He's going to
stretch.
say the
calling
New York
KC.
Football Giants.
No, we're not.
he just said no. He
I am
just said
happy.
no. He just said no.
I'm happy if we win 7. My outlook going into this year was I was happy if we win 6 or 7 games.
Well, you're
we have been
4-1,
so
son.
bad for so long.
And I'm not trying to take anything away, but I will say this, and mark my words:
I'm hammered.
Buffalo Bills gave you Brian Dable. You're 4-1.
And Joe Schoen, our GM, was your assistant GM.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's great.
You're welcome.
I mean, you could say the same thing about the Giants to the Patriots too. All the Patriots dynasty came off the Giants teams from the 80s and 90s.
That's facts.
They
How
all
does
came
this
from
dude
there.
know this? This is crazy. You should not be in music. You should be straight up on ESPN.
You should be in
I mean,
sports.
it'd be
You should
cool
be
to
in
do
sports.
sport. I don't know anybody in sport. I don't know
Let's
any of the
find
sports
some people.
guys.
Figure
I'm
it
right
out.
here.
Found it.
I'm in
He
sports.
goes, I'm right here.
I'm in sports. And I got 4 years
incredible.
left. I got eligibility.
You got eligibility.
I'll go back. I'm going to give you the... Oh, I don't know if I can give this one out.
I just keep picturing him running down the court with those flip flops.
I'm gonna
with his
give
girls' toes.
I'm going to give this out right now. But I don't know if we can put it out yet. We might have to take it out.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you the album name when I do the album. Former athlete. That's going to be the album. And my whole promo is going to be me going back to college trying out for a team.
That's elite.
No shit.
It's going to be the whole bit.
You could probably
And I
go.
might fuck around and make the team. So y'all just fucking wait. You just wait till I pick the sport. Because then I can do 4.
Flip-flops and all.
What are the 4?
I can play competitively.
Motherfucker.
What for?
I can play competitive D2 sports.
D2. All right.
I can play D1 and 1, I think.
In what, ball?
I can play competitively.
Golf?
Basketball, I can play small D2 basketball and not be the worst player on the team.
You can get
I believe
minutes.
that.
You can get minutes.
Probably wouldn't get minutes. Could be not the worst player on the team. Fine.
They
Baseball.
put you in just
Baseball.
for.
Mind you, need 2 months to lose some weight. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
You could do that.
Baseball. D2 baseball.
That's a
Easy
vibe.
money.
What are you playing? You DH?
Shortstop. You're tripping.
Shortstop.
I am a steel trap. Ball's going nowhere. I'm him. They think it's funny. I'm really him. I'm nice.
I'm so glad we kept
really
this going.
good. Shortstop. Up the middle, too. Like right there. Right there. I dare you. Got an absolute whip. No chance. Ball's not going anywhere. You're out. Go back to the dugout. Golf. I'm him. I can really play that game. That's, not funny anymore, is it?
Where do you golf
I
at?
can golf.
I'm
What do-
laughing. I mean, I didn't laugh at all.
No,
but
I
I'm
can
ready.
golf.
Where do you golf at around here? You an Old Hickory guy?
I played Old Hickory with Aaron a couple weeks ago. Played so well. Oh my God, I was him.
Oh my God, man.
I was him. Tennis. I can play.
What
the
do
game
you
of
shoot?
tennis
What's your
very
handicap?
well. I'm shooting right now. Never had my own set of clubs. Golf.
Here we
golf,
go.
Golf like
See how
golf
he
like
starts
5 to
with the
10.
excuses?
No, but you got
The
no.
stipulations.
Golf
Yeah.
like 5-10 times a year. 10 times a year.
He starts with the
I shot-
excuses and then
I'm
rolls in.
I'm shooting 70, 77 to 81
From what tees?
from the tips. I hit the ball a mile.
Really?
Oh, you're
my
nuts! I'm hitting the ball
God, man.
310, dog. I'm really him in that game. That's the one I could do. I could really play the game of golf.
Really?
You gave me 3 months to really golf. You gave me a month to really golf. I could get around 2 over, 3 over. I could probably shoot even.
Have you been out with Daly yet?
No, God, I'd love to. Fuck.
That would be.
Keep
That's
playing with
an
her.
elite-
You could.
that's an
That
elite
could have.
moment.
It's not out of their own possibility.
No,
he's
it's
at
not.
Hickory. He's
No.
at old. He's at the Hick all
No,
the time.
yeah. That's on.
Have you
Aaron.
partied with Daly?
No, that's on Aaron. If Aaron wants me to party with Daly, I'll party with Daly.
That would be. I think
That's
the
on her.
world, the universe would just.
If me, Aaron, and Daly.
That is just
Hosscat
Hosscat Central.
It's Ern, and then it like now I'm Ern's son. Is what
it's
like that
the
was
lineage.
Daily is Ern is his son. I'll be the son, and like we all just be big together.
Just get
I mean,
after it.
that's a hell of a family tree.
Yeah, we're in it. So yeah, I'll do one of those. That'll be the bit. And don't make me play volleyball. I'll be the best libero you've ever seen.
Oh my!
Oh, you'll be wearing that jersey, them short, them Spanx, soapy shorts.
We're going to the mail.
What just happened?
Let's go to the Y after this.
You said they did not expect volleyball to come out your mouth, but
the worst part is I'm dead serious. That's the worst part. Can't play football. I can play it. Too small, too big, same time.
Ballerina football.
Like this way, this way. Like too small, too big this way. So it's like this and this. I can play fullback. I'll go blow the
You
middle
was a
up.
fullback.
I'll blow the middle up.
At Mike
bro,
Scott
like
shit.
a use check, bro. You could easily hit a use
Fuck
check.
it.
Kyle use check, bro, right out the slot.
I could be the slot.
Well, no, I mean like fullback position.
Let me lose some weight.
Going out to the flat. Going out to the flat. Yeah,
fullback position.
whole bit.
Out into the flat, and then just pick up that first down, kid.
Bro, I will get the first. I will get you 2 yards. I will get there. 4th and 2. I will get the 2.
Hey, or that like
I will get the 2. Give me one good block. I will get the 2.
that like fake running back toss, fullback handoff without the middle.
Were you ever a wrestler? You were a wrestling guy? Because you're from the Midwest where wrestling is king.
No, wrestling. Not going to say it. We all know what I was going to say. Not going to say it. Not going to fucking say it.
But it's so big out in Nebraska and Iowa and all that shit.
All my boys are wrestling. You're all corny, and you're lucky I'm on a podcast. Yeah, you're lucky I'm on a podcast.
I feel like you would do well.
Go at it.
I feel like you would do well though.
Wait,
low
well,
center
I
of
gotta hear that.
gravity. Low center of gravity.
Me and David on tour rinsed. We were rinsed.
No, you guys went at it,
and we're 1-1.
Did you put a circle?
We're in a green room.
Like, he'll come up behind you and catch you, and then won't.
But we squared up.
He'll be like, oh no, like I had you.
Hey,
What?
remember this?
That's dirty.
Hey, Eric, remember this? Remember this, right? You heard what he
This
said?
conversation? Yeah.
We have
So
video.
I got him one back where he wasn't looking, so we both had one. He was chirping the mic saying blah blah blah. This
I'm
is
him.
fuzzy.
I'm him.
And I'm like, all right, let's run it back for real. And we got a little circle going in the green room, like
Tiny green room.
The circle's
Way
the best
smaller than
part.
this.
The circle's the
Way
best part.
smaller than this.
oh dude.
And we got into a real one.
And we did it. I almost had him. Split second, he gets out of it. He puts me in a guillotine. I slip out of it, and we were too gassed to even finish.
Shoulders down?
We almost
Anybody get shoulders
wrestling
down?
where
It
you
was
out.
like
Anybody get shoulders down or no?
No. Well, first of all, we were not wrestling for points. We were wrestling to tap a guy out.
Yo,
We were not wrestling for
we're
points.
trying to choke each other out.
Oh,
like
bro,
straight
what?
up.
We couldn't
Go to
breathe.
sleep.
Both of us, bro.
Go to sleep.
Bro, we're already gassed.
You guys
And
are exhausted.
I am hammered.
Oh, you're probably sweaty as fuck.
Bro, we're
Sweating it out in the wife beater.
Bro.
Do you have your
It was crazy.
Y'all
That
were
was-
trying to put each other to sleep.
Oh, 100%. And I wasn't gonna.
Winners
and I
carry
almost
the
did
loser
fall
to the
asleep.
bus.
I almost did fall asleep, and then I snuck my way out because he got tired, and I grinded it out, and then I got him back. It was a grind.
Hammy is still messed up. Like,
Yeah, bro.
So
We
you
got
really
into
think you're him though at volleyball?
Yeah, no, I am him at volleyball. Bro, I'm good
How
at these
with,
sports.
like, the height thing?
You guys, I'm telling you, libero.
Oh, you're a kid in the middle.
I'm the libero. What are you crazy? All the stocky.
So you
chicks,
get spiked on.
All the
Bang.
stocky chicks are liberos.
Yeah, they're
That's
very
what it
I don't
is.
even know what the hell that means.
Bro, spike. I'm the guy that's going.
It's like the quarterback setting everybody up. It's the point guard. Point guard of the
You could
volleyball
be a
team.
spike.
So you think you're him?
You could be they're gonna be sick when I call him a spiker, but you could be the spiker. You could be the setter, or the libero runs around and just making saves. Like, let's keep this ball alive so my good players can win.
You're the. Yeah, I got it.
That's
Okay.
what it is.
You are
I'm
the
just-
him.
I'm the him. I'm the her. So that's the bit.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
you guys will see it. It's gonna be a good bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
I really am the sports guy.
Well, I really appreciate you guys.
You're gonna try all 4 sports though.
coming on. Yeah, we're gonna
That's
stay
gonna be
tuned
the
for this.
bit.
This is gonna be a real thing. We're gonna try out all. We're gonna
I
watch
really
you
am
do
gonna
all
go try
the
it
sports.
at colleges.
You should do it.
I might be drunk.
You could do it as part of the tour too.
No, I want to go for it. I want to go. I want to go try and make a team. And then the
Honestly,
whole
if
bit
you
is
did,
I'm going to
that'd
go
be
down with a
elite.
fake injury. Like, he twisted his ankle. That's why I didn't make it.
It's like no shit. He's
Album.
playing in sandals.
Album. And then
It would make sense. You're trying to run 40-yard
I'm on the
dashes in
turf, just
sandals.
busting I'm running a 6'4", 40. Just cooking. Just
guys-
running straight up and down.
Bro, I don't know if you'd have a 6'4". I think it'd be like 7'2".
You're tripping. I'm running a 4.7, and you wish.
We're gonna go run. We're gonna do 40
should
times
do
in
this
the parking
outside,
lot.
like,
Yes.
right now, 'cause
Yeah, we'll
I
do it in
wanna
the
see
hallway.
this.
We'll do it in the hallway. We got content here. We'll
Well,
do it.
you know you get faster in hallways.
Do you?
100%.
Hotel
You never
hallways?
heard that, bro?
No.
Hotel hallways?
Hotel hallways.
Well, you're running way faster.
heard
Especially
that.
when you think someone's behind you, you're gone.
Everybody's
Gone,
cooking
bro.
down the hotel hallway.
And if you do a little knock on the hotel door, you got to cook to hit that exit. You know
you
what I'm
got to
saying?
get out.
Yeah.
Long hallway. Get
Like-
out.
Like,
God forbid.
bang.
God forbid coach finds out.
Oh, man.
Sheesh,
Oh, we'll
well,
go up to that one up there and knock on their door because they're always banging on the roof.
Yeah, we
anyways.
got loud neighbors upstairs.
Let's go get him.
Yeah, we'll go get them.
Let's go get him,
Let's
bro.
go
Get 'em.
Fucking
Well,
pitchfork.
where can folks go to find you guys? It's Eric Van Houten Music and what? Skeez? Just
Skeez.
Mine's just at
SKEZ.
Eric Van Houten.
Oh, is that Eric Van Houten?
That's it. Eric Van Houten. Just
Oh, yeah.
Houten. It's a weird name. I get it.
I like it.
Thanks, man.
Like it's
And
official.
I'm Skeez.
Skeez.
And
Just
that's
how
the
it
end of
sounds.
that.
Just how
Fuck
it
yeah,
sounds.
and then you guys got stuff obviously Apple Music, Spotify,
Oh, yeah.
all that
Apple,
shit, and then
Spotify, all this
all
stuff.
the info on the websites. We're excited for the new music. I can't wait to hear what you guys wrote together. I'm really stoked
a
for
vibe.
that, man.
We'll tell them the name of it.
Yeah.
Dance in the living room.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
And it's bro,
It's up.
It's a weird little genre.
It's like
vibe.
R&B, Motown meets like Bieber, I think.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Except
by
it's
the
not in the
way-
garage this
So
time.
by the way, no. We can't. You can't take that. We can take that. I'll take that.
Hell yeah!
Why can't we
Could you imagine if we had that one?
dude? That
We'd be
would
rich.
That would
We
be.
might be though. We might be. No, yeah, we're on our Bruno Mars.
The
hook is
yeah, that's a
Bruno.
better way to do it.
The
Yeah,
hook is
Bruno.
on our Bruno Mars.
Yeah, we're on our
If
Bruno
you
Mars.
if you hit
bit.
on something like that, you got all the convertible minivans you could ever want.
Yeah, I'll buy
You
them
have
all.
a fleet of them.
Are you
I'll buy a
kidding me?
fleet. Funniest part is the lady that listed it. She's like, "Yo, that one might get sold, but I'm making another one." I said, "You're making another
You got
one."
a plug. You got the supply.
There's a plug,
Yeah, I'm like,
bro.
yo, if I just buy one of these, can you make it? Like, who knows?
Can you get one for my crew? Can we have a couple of
I'm
them?
not gonna lie to
That's-
you. My thing is like the old school whips now. Like I have an '88 F-150.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
trying to get my boy
And I got a 2002 Caravan sawed off.
and my our buddy Will's trying to buy like a '70s Cadillac, like wide body.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get everybody on the old school car kick and just get let's scratch anything
The Caravan fits in
anything
there.
over 92.
My Caravan's perfect.
No, I think 02.
Oh, that's a vibe.
02 fits.
counts.
That's
02's 20
okay,
years.
that counts.
02's
05
20
and
years.
earlier.
I don't know about
I mean,
05. I don't know about 05.
I would say 20 years because 20
Yeah,
years
20
makes
years
it,
and further back.
20 years makes it what do they call a classic?
Yeah.
And then 30 years makes it an antique. That's what they say.
Well, what the fuck? So I'm
That's
a
crazy.
classic?
You're about
You're
to
a
be in a
classic.
classic whip.
I'm a classic?
You're a classic.
Hey.
I'm in the vintage game. I'm in the vintage
You're
game.
a classic.
You're
Classic
I'm an
man.
antique, bro.
You're an antique. I'm classic. I'm a classic.
Hell yeah! Well, guys, this was an absolute blast. Really appreciate you guys taking
man,
some
we
time.
appreciate
Can't wait
you
to go
coming
run
out.
40 times upstairs. That's what I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to
we're
right
gonna
now.
go
We're
check
sweating
that
our
out.
ass off.
I'm hammered.
Hell yeah!
I'm literally drunk
Perfect.
right now.
We're going to have to go take it out.
Yeah, go sweat it out. McElwain's probably feeling a little buzzed up there too. Old sweet boy
How many
behind the
beers have
camera.
you had, Matt?
How many- did you get through all three?
No, I'm about halfway through the third.
All right, good.
That's pretty
there you
soft,
go. You're moving
actually,
good.
but-
I just
Okay.
put a lot of fireballs.
I
did.
put straight
It'll
tequila
happen.
on ice in here, and I'm regretting it, but I'm also happy I did it.
There you go.
sweating.
Hey, we're partying on a Tuesday. We're having a good time.
We'll see
Let's
you at the,
go.
yeah, we'll see you at the round in
See you
about
at the round.
Hell
five,
yeah.
5
Well,
hours.
Dude, it's gonna be hell yeah, 5 hours.
I won't see you,
Imagine
but I'll
how
be
I'm-
there.
Yeah, can you imagine how I'm reacting in 5 hours?
Dude, it's gonna be a blast.
Alright.
You're gonna need 2 more packs of American
I
spirits
need a
minimum.
nice bath.
You'll get those for sure. But guys, appreciate it. You guys as always for watching at home. Big shout out to our friends from Whaletail Media, Saxman Studios, our friends at Pickle Jar, and of course our boy Mitch with the Digital Marketing Agency. Thanks as always for watching. Be sure to like, rate, subscribe. Check out our boys Eric Van Houten and Skeez. Great music out there. Be on the lookout for a cut-off, sawed-off minivan coming to Nashville, Tennessee soon. Y'all be sure to check them out. And until next time, thank you guys again. This has been the In the Round Podcast.